Hi, good morning, everyone. Lots of cool things today. Um, Happy birthday to this man. Happy heavenly birthday. He would have been 91 today. Happy birthday, Dad. I'll have to go over to Mom's and bring her some flowers or, I don't know, treat, some kind of treat. She misses him too. Okay, thank you for peeking in on me. It's really nice to see you. And I hope this one really interests you because it's totally interesting me. All right, the EU has they've been fluffing around the idea that maybe Canada would join the EU since we actually have, you know, land border on the ocean with Denmark. Anyway, it's no longer a joke. It's no longer just talk. It's not bar talk. Oh, I love you more. It's real life talk, and we do. We are one of nine countries being considered for this honor. And Iceland will be there in a few weeks, I guess, in part of the EU. And we are uniquely qualified, just like Iceland, because we do share this coastline. And we've been Prey, to the US for decades. We have been. And, well, becoming part of the EU would eliminate barriers like our trade barriers and whatnot, and travel barriers. We wouldn't need goods and services taxes or anything like that. It would be pretty much free. We would have access to their technology. They would have investments with us, and we would be able to bid on European projects. We wouldn't be excluded from the tenders. That's important. That's really important. It would foster growth in our security because we would be part of PESCO, and that's Permanent Structured Cooperation, PESCO, and that's cool. That's cool and good. Okay. Looney the Tick. I'm way ahead of myself. Okay. This means more jobs for our nation. That would mean our people could work over there and their people could work over here. And this would also boost our diplomatic power in the world. The freedom of movement, as I just mentioned, would be jobs and travel, just tourism. We wouldn't need any work permits. We wouldn't need any travel visas. It would be freedom of movement throughout the EU. And especially for our students, they could go there, they could study, they could go to school. There's some, the best of the best universities are there. Not disparaging ours, because we got some damn good ones here, and their students could come here and learn. But it would be really nice if our students could go to Europe and not have to wait in line, or we'd be part of it. We'd be part of it. This would also, good for retirees. Can you imagine? Skipping the lunatics next door and their polluted beaches, we could go to like Spain, the Canary Islands, Tenerife. We could go to Portugal. We could go to Greece. We could enjoy the Mediterranean. Sounds good to me, as, an older person who would love to go travel unhindered. That would be great. Let's see. This would advance our cooperation with the EU on environmental standards, climate, human rights issues, with our aligned values, because we're more closely aligned with the EU than we are with lunatic next door there. And the EU also currently enjoys our outstanding food safety and product standards, whereas Lunatic Next Door wants us to relax our standards to allow their substandard things into Canada. We already have enough substandard things from them in Canada. Hmm. We already do. So, as far as the substandard things from Canada, do you remember 1959? Well, I don't, but some of us do. And we all know the story of the Avro era. We all know that story. Did you know that? Canada built the best fighter jet on the planet in 1959. Yep, the best one. And when it was rolling out to show the world that look at what we built, who was it? Neil McElroy was the Secretary of Defense for Eisenhower. And they convinced our Prime Minister, Mr. Diefenbaker, to scrap the project after millions had been spent and destroy the plans and specs for it, and convince them that we don't need that. The Americans will protect us. The U.S. will do it all. Yeah. And once again, we bowed down to their request. I guess maybe we were bullied into it. I don't know. I don't know what the threats were back then. I'll have to dig, see what it was. Anyway, presto, just shortly thereafter, the Americans came up with the Delta Dart, a state-of-the-art fighter jet, the best on the planet. Surprisingly, it was pretty much the same as the Avro Arrow. It was painted differently, of course, and they put some embellishments on the wings or something. Make it different. You know how that goes. Make it different, then you're okay. And some investigations that have been going on and still go on point to moles in the government, in our government, in our defense area. And those plans got out. They weren't destroyed. The plane was, prototype, but plans weren't destroyed. They were given away. Maybe for lots and lots of money. I wonder who made lots of money. I have to follow that money. I imagine there'd be a trail of that by now, since it's old news. So we do know that USA has been keeping Canada subservient for decades and decades. And I don't think that it would be very good. I think we need, oh yeah, the Gripon. Saab, I hope I'm saying that right, wants to build Gripon fighter planes here in Canada. And that gives jobs. Miracle. Building, construction, and tech, and manual labor, and welders, all that. Jobs. But the USA and that hoaxer guy has threatened us that if we go and get our fighter planes from Sweden, then there's going to be consequences. It's not like we're not allowed to buy things from somewhere else. A different store, if you will. We don't like your store, we're going to go buy it from this store. But we have 14, I think, planes on order, F-35s or something. I've got that here somewhere. On order with the Americans. It's going to take years for this order to be fulfilled. And it has gone up. The price has gone up over 50%. Well, maybe almost 50%. Since we signed the deal for this order. So it's going to cost us more and more and more. Billions more. And secretly, while we're looking into this deal, we've been paying them payments on these planes. So, also with these planes, you can't get parts for them. If something fails, you have to wait 2 or 3 years for parts, like we are now with our 40-year-old fighter jets, that most of them are grounded. Yeah, most of them are grounded, and therefore the pilots we have for them, you know, they've gone on to do other things. So we're short pilots, and we're on with grounded, mechanically unsound fighter jets that wouldn't even keep up to the new planes that Russia has and the new planes that anybody else has, brand new. Uh, Not up to date. We haven't had an update on our fighter jets since 2008, and thanks to the lunatic next door, because you don't need that. Just calm down. You don't need anything like that. We're taking care of you. Well, you're not. You're just not. You're threatening us. You're mocking us. And if somebody was threatening or mocking them, they would put up their fists and send a tomahawk or something. They do that when there's no threat. So I think it's time. I really think it's time. So we're paying for these, and oh yeah, and also with the software in these planes, the Americans can shut it off anytime they want. Yeah, they can get right into the computer systems and shut it off. And I don't think we need that. I think we need our planes to be top functioning. I think we need our pilots to be the best. I think if something goes wrong, we should be able to have parts for it right away. Having a factory in the country, we could say, oh my God, we need the bolt for this. And oh, can't go to the hardware store and get it. Call the plant. They'll make it for you. Have it there in 4 days. Yeah. Can't do that right now with the Americans. We can't. Our jets are 40 years old. They're old. It's time to retire them. Looney the Tick knows all of this. He knows that our fleet is aging. He knows that almost half of them are on the ground because we can't get parts for them. And that's risky. It's risky for us. Anyway, we're still paying for them, and we haven't got them, and we're paying up front for planes that are going to cost twice as much now. Anyway, the software I mentioned, we need the pilots I mentioned, and oh yeah, these planes, the planes that we have right now, and the pilots that we have right now, the pilots are flying these planes right now, the ones that are still in the air, are the same planes exactly that their parents flew for the Army and the RCAF. Yeah, same exact plane, even. They probably got carvings in the inside. Oh, Dad was here. Yeah. So we got to get rid of them. We have to put them on the ground forever, and we have to get a better plane. A whole bunch of them. And yeah, the Gripon is on the block. I'd like to do that. We would like to do that. I don't understand why Canada, continues to be in an obedient, groveling, inferior, and dependent victim of the lunatic next door. And I don't understand why our federal conservatives, you know who that is, wants us to be groveling and dependent on the lunatic next door. And our provincial UPC government, we know who that is, she wants us to be dependent and groveling to the lunatic next door. It would be better for her, she thinks. I don't think so. I think our dependency on the USA has come to an end. It's not us, it's them. And we need sovereignty. We need to be able to buy things from wherever we want to buy them and visit wherever we want to visit. And we don't want to be thrown in jail because we are not citizens of that country. Yeah, I think it's time. Do you not think it's time? Tell me in the comments. I think it's time. We need the Gripon. We need to cancel orders with U.S. fighter pilots, fighter planes, I mean, and yeah, it's time. We've got to get that done. We have to. Mr. Carney is the man to do that, and we are not going to, we're not going to grovel anymore. My knees are sore. I don't know about yours, but my knees are sore. I can't be, oh, please, Mr. Looney. Nope, we got to stop that. We have to stop it. So, that's my thing for this morning. It was quite an interesting thing. I wouldn't mind joining the EU. I wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind that at all. I wouldn't mind having Gripon for our fighter planes. Wouldn't mind that. So, some food for thought, people. Food for thought. Nothing's in stone yet, but it's a reality. It's a possibility. So, think about it. I'm gonna head to work now. Oh boy. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for peeking in. It's nice. Let's talk about this. Leave a comment. What do you think? Should we be part of the EU? Should we cancel the F-35 contracts with Lunatic Next Door? What do you think? Okay, thanks. I gotta go. Love you. Bye-bye.